Other summer attractions are also feeling the loss of Canadian tourists. AuSable Chasm, the oldest natural attraction in the nation, was shut down by the pandemic. But as our Jack LaDuke tells us, the landmark, celebrating a milestone this summer, is now slowly reopening to the public.
The power of water carved out the deep chasm into the 500-million-year-old Potsdam limestone rock. Some call it the Little Grand Canyon of the East. Since the Ice Age, the movement and melting of the glacier's abrasive movement created the spectacular wall formations that we see today. This year marks the 150th year that the natural attraction opened to the public. Because of the coronavirus, no celebration will take place.
Dealing with a pandemic, for 150th is, it's caused some minor hardships. Nothing we can't overcome. We're very resilient, but this year is a little special in a different way. The celebrations, unfortunately, is scaled back. I think we're going to do that in 151. We'll celebrate our 150th, so we'll have a lot of fun next year with some different events and things.
However, the century-and-a-half-old private attraction is open with the required face mask and distancing between visitors.
Things have changed a lot with the pandemic, so like you say, the social distancing is very important. So we're minimizing how many people can visit the park, each day, and breaking that up by the hour. So we're taking by reservation only so many per hour throughout the day, so we can, spread everybody out and minimize, any close interaction.
The adventure trail at the AuSable Chasm has been cut back due to COVID-19.
I have normally about 20 guides that I'm responsible for. I'm responsible for training them to get people through the adventure trail safely.
Rock climbing is usually a part of the AuSable Chasm experience, but not this year, nor an inner tube ride down the river that carved the deep canyon. Brissett said that they are leaning toward caution to keep the staff and visitors safe.
So it's walk in, walk out, no buses, no rides, no guided activities. So you're going to the park for the day, and it's a special park.
As you walk, you still see the Potsdam rock-shaped figures of Elephant's Head, Jacob's Ladder, the Punch Bowl, and many other features. In the early days of movie making, when film was hand-cranked through the cameras, epics were created here.
A lot of movies were filmed here. Tom Mix was quite the celebrity. He had some films here, and many others. And more recently, there's been some in recent days. So. So back, like you say, silent film era, that was, this was the place to be. This is before Hollywood.
With the nearby U.S.-Canadian border closed, not allowing visitors in, it will leave a financial pinch here.
You never rely on one segment of the population, but the Canadian traffic has been, very important to us. Losing them at least through July 21st, but probably, unfortunately, it looks like for the summer. That's going to be a big blow to us. That's over the years, it's been about a third of our business. In recent years, it's been a little bit more than that. So, it's going to hurt.
The AuSable Chasm had planned on celebrating their 150th year this year, but they've had to postpone it till next year. And what's 1 year in the millions of years these formations have been here? As the sand and rock scour through the chasm, it carves a fraction of an inch deeper each day, giving the visitors a little more to see on next year's 151st celebration. For Mountain Lake Journal, I'm Jack LaDuke at AuSable Chasm.
Jack LaDuke's Adirondack Journal on Mountain Lake PBS is brought to you by Northline Utilities.